everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Oh my god, okay, you guys, I have been trying to record this video and explain that if you're seeing this video on Thursday, that means that my reaction video to the Sims 4 official gameplay trailer for the new expansion pack will come out tomorrow. Today is Thursday. If you are seeing this video and it is Saturday, then that means that I have already made my reaction video on Thursday. So if you have not seen that, then girl, what are you doing? Go look for it. Because you know what? Girl, you owe it to me. I've been trying to record this for the past 5 times and it just hasn't been working, so the least you could do for your girl is go watch the video. And it is 10:33 a.m. and the reaction trailer that I want to do, the trailer comes out at 11 and I gotta go to work at 1. So it's a game. Let's see how fast Simspiration can freaking edit your girl. Okay, I don't know how fast your girl can edit. She can try her best because she also wants to make it entertaining, but who knows. But girl, I got a story for y'all today, okay, because there's just been so much going on. And okay, I don't know if for any of you guys who are new, I don't think you know this story, because this is part 2. And if you're like, part 2, and then I tell you about it, you're gonna be like, oh no. So don't worry, it has a happy end, okay? Okay, so the neighbors on my block have 2 dogs, and these 2 dogs like to run around and they like to get out. They're like small little wiener dogs, okay? And the owners, we always see them like walking around and like taking them for walks, but they're not on a leash. And these guys, funny enough, used to be living on my street as a kid. So they were 3 doors down from me when I was at my old place when I was younger. And now they live 3 doors down from me when I'm older in a completely different place. So like, first off, what are the odds? Second off, girl, okay, so these dogs, there was at first there was 2 little wiener dogs, and the first wiener dog, and like I remember, like I said, they like to get out a lot, so I used to find them in my backyard. My dog, my shepherd, would be going crazy. Like, they did not take good care of where these dogs needed to be. And so one day they were walking. This is gonna be like the short story. This is what happened in part 1. Okay, so one day they were walking their dog and it was like winter, right? And apparently one of the wiener dogs ran off, and they only looked for it for about probably 4 hours, and then they just stopped looking. And that dog, we have no idea where it is, and to this day we have no idea where it is. And I hope some nice family took it in and was able to take care of it, but unfortunately everyone on our block found out, and they were so annoyed because they were telling them to put their leashes on their dogs because that could happen, and I guess they never decided to do it. And unfortunately, one of their dogs did run away. Now, fast forward 2 days after that, I saw them, walking their dog, Zuh. And you're like, dog Zuh? I thought one of them ran away. Well, funny enough, they went out and got another dog, like 2 days after. I was like, wow, you moved on quick. That was good grieving process. Like, oh my gosh. So anyway, everyone, needless to say, everyone on the block was not impressed with these people. And so again, fast forward to like a year. Okay, so the other day I was at my boyfriend's, and he lives a lot farther away from, I'm trying not to yawn. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was at my boyfriend's and I get a text from my father, and he says the neighbor's dog decided to run away while they were on a walk. And I was like, are you serious? Because these people already had this happen to them. You'd think that they would learn to put their dog on a leash. And oh my gosh. So apparently they were walking the dog and the dog saw a deer and it ran off to go chase it. And it's a little wiener dog in the wintertime. How can you not chase the dog? But then again, I don't know how fast the boy can go, so I have no idea. But girl, I was like livid. I was like, are you serious? And my dad was upset too, and everyone on the block found out. And all of us were just like, how can you not put your dog on a leash after what happened the first time? Like, you'd think that they would learn. And so apparently I was like, once my dad told me, I was complaining. Girl, I was complaining so hard to my boyfriend. I was ranting. I was like, they shouldn't even deserve dogs. They shouldn't even get a dog. I can't believe how stupid can they be in not knowing to put their leash on their dog, because sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. And if they're going out in the forest, and girl, y'all know, if y'all know me, I live in the middle of nowhere. So there are coyotes, there are deer, there are everything. And I'm just like, how would you not know to just keep your dog on a leash if you know that the first one ran away? Can someone please explain that to me, like, properly? Really though, because what the heck? So everyone was just so annoyed, and my dad even thought about like going out and grabbing like the light for like, you know, like those little excavator hats that you can put on your head and you just walk around. And my boyfriend was like, I don't know, like, what is your dad gonna do? Because he's like so annoyed. And I was like, I don't know. So I asked him, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go out. He's like, I was thinking of going out and just getting my little excavator hat and maybe bring our shepherd outside and, you know, go for a walk and try and find him, and see maybe if our shepherd could even, you know, pick up anything, right? But he didn't end up doing it. Because I guess he saw that the next day, our neighbors were walking with the leash on with the dog and the other dog. So I guess, and you're like, oh great, they found it. Maybe that's like the only time that they have to worry about it running away. Wrong. Okay. Wrong. Okay. These dogs, I don't know how they do it. They do some like whole mission of how to like escape their house, because I don't know how they do it. But the wiener dogs keep getting out, okay? And one of them is already gone. So I don't know how this other one happens, because I will always catch it in the backyard. And the backyard that I have is big, but at the very, very end of the backyard, it's like a back road, right? And there was one time I looked out my window because I was like, I don't even know why I wanted to look out my window. I just looked out my window, and there were two wiener dogs, like my neighbor's dogs, walking behind the house, behind the fence. And it was like in the side ditch where the back road was. And I was like, I'm like, what? I'm like, how did you get out? So I had to like run and go grab them, because girl, they could have been, you know, I don't want to say it, you know, but y'all know what I mean. Like, they could have gotten into some serious trouble, okay? And I didn't want to see that. And so I like ran out, grabbed it, and I took it back to them, and I was like, watch your dogs. Just go watch your dogs. And I just like walked away. And now apparently everyone on the street found out what happened recently. And, you know, if there's someone being like, you know, it's not their fault, the dog ran away. And yes, it does come to a certain extent that obviously you don't count on your dog running away, right? But the fact that your dog ran away in the first place and you didn't learn from the mistake, like, how do I prevent my dog from running away? There must be a certain thing that I can tie around the dog, and not to hurt them, you know, like what if you're worried about hurting the dog on their neck? So I don't know, maybe there's a body leash that you can grab. There is, because we have one for our shepherd, because we don't want to pull on their neck. So there are solutions, and they just didn't take it. And I don't know why. I don't know what was going through their brain, like, oh, maybe I should just take them. And like wiener dogs, I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I don't see wiener dogs as being that dog where you can walk without the leash and the little guy just like stopping, looking behind him, and then kind of just waiting for you. I feel like they kind of just go roam wherever they like, unless you really train them well. But unfortunately, these neighbors that we have did not train their dog well, so it's kind of just like going all over the place, and they just never learned. And I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that they should deserve dogs? I don't think so. I think that they had a really bad wake-up call when their first dog ran away, and you'd think they learned from it, but they didn't. And oh my gosh, like, I know caring for a dog can be really hard. Like, I want to get a dog too, like when I'm older though, and I just don't know, like, if I have the time for it, if I want to be a YouTuber girl. I don't know. Like, I I know Markiplier has like Chica, she's like a cute little golden retriever, but Markiplier has so much money, but he also posts every day, so I don't know how he can balance the time with the dog and work and all that stuff. And my boyfriend recently has been wanting to get a golden retriever, and I'm like, that's really cool and it's adorable that you want to get one, but like, you don't have the time. Like, he's trying to go like, pardon my French, but balls to the walls with the amount of videos that he is pushing out, and he wants to try so hard to be a YouTuber, and he's doing fantastic. And I'll have his channel link down below, or it is on my main page if you want to see the better channels tab, but he is under there. And you know, he's been wanting to do YouTube, wake up, go to YouTube, and then go to work, and then go back. When he comes back, just do YouTube again. And he just wants a dog. And I'm like, that's really great, love. I really hope that you get a dog. But, you know, they take a lot of time. And I don't know if you have that time. Do you have that time to work on a dog right now? And I don't know, so who knows what he'll do, but I know he gets, like, it's not baby fever, he gets dog fever. Like, there'll be days where he'll just be like, I really want a dog, and then he'll go look online and look for a bunch of dogs, and there was a dog that he saw, and it was like $800 or $900, and he was like, wow, that's a lot more cheaper than I thought for a dog. And then his dad thought that there was something wrong with the dog because they have it cheaper, and I'm just like, no, because people are bumping up the prices for their dogs because of COVID, because of money. Like, it is a money pot. If you can sell each dog for $2,400, you know, girl, like, I don't know. I think it's just blind robbery. Like, it is crazy, but I don't know. He wants a dog, and he wants a golden retriever, and I want a shepherd. And another issue that I have is that I've recently become allergic to dogs, so the hair gets very bad for me. And if any of you guys own a shepherd like myself, or you own a golden retriever, y'all know that those guys are pretty known for being great dogs, but also great shedders. And there's dogs everywhere. My father literally, oh, I don't know if y'all can hear that. I hope my mic can suppress the sound a little bit, but my dad is blowing snow in the back. Like, if he is not blowing snow in the back in the winter, he's cutting the grass in the summer. And if he's not doing anything in between those times, he's vacuuming, okay? So when I don't have to worry about the hair and having it stuff me up and be a little bit harsh on my nose and make me sick 24/7, but there's a but, because every morning, you guys, I'm woken up by vacuuming, and it's just crazy. And I'm hoping to pay off my car this year, so then I can save up more money to move out, because girl, the chicken needs to go from her nest. She needs to go live her life. And I'm hoping that maybe by the end of the year, I am praying so hard that maybe by the end of the year, your girl could maybe do this at least full-time, or at least have part-time hours, because if that is the case, I will gladly do it. Because, okay, weird thing, my manager is a medium, okay? He talks to dead people. you know? And I'm being serious. Like, this guy, he will tell you things that he should not know. And it's just spooky, okay? But it's really cool because I'm obsessed with that stuff. But, you know, my friend was having a rough go the other day, and this lady came in, and, you know, I thought, you know, she came into the store for the reason because she really made my friend feel a lot better, and she did Reiki, and my friend's really into that, and it just made her feel better. So I just thought, I was like, you know what, you're being put in that store today to meet my friend, to make her feel better. And so, of course, when it happened, my friend went to my manager, like, she called him, and because we're all really good friends, and she like was explaining to him what happened, and my manager goes over and he just like says that out of the blue. He's like, hey Jamie, you know, listen to your gut, because whatever you do creatively, you should stick to your gut and do it, because I have this weird feeling you're gonna get a lot of followers soon, like a lot, and I just want to let you know that whatever you think of doing, you gotta stick with your gut with it. And I was just like, oh, I'm like, okay, like he's never done that before, and it was so out of the blue. So I don't know, maybe he just got some weird feeling for someone else, because my boyfriend has been starting to get a lot more followers recently. But who knows, maybe it's a girl's turn. Who knows, maybe after all of this like growing together expansion pack stuff, your girl somehow miraculously gets 10K. Oh, how nice. And I'm sorry if you heard my stomach grumble, girl, I have not eaten at all. I keep forgetting to eat, and I really shouldn't. And I gotta prioritize what time I also have to leave for work. So if it is 10:50 a.m. and I have to be there for 1, I'll leave around like 12:20. Okay, so I have about like an hour and a bit to edit, because girl, I gotta work on my face. I have an issue. It's called trichotillomania. I can't pronounce it properly, but I have a really bad habit of pulling out my eyebrows and eyelashes, and I've had this habit ever since I was, you know, a little girl, a little kid. And I won't get into it unless you guys want me to, in like a new future build or something, because all I do is rant and tell stories. So if you guys do want to see that, let your girl know down below. And we're getting to the very end, so I do hope you like this video. Maybe please consider like, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you all later. Bye guys.